True Media. What's going on with the family? Hope everybody doing well and feeling well. Hey, check this out. If it don't apply, let it fly. If what I say in certain videos don't apply to you, you ain't gotta respond emotional or taking nothing that I say personal. You feel what I'm saying? Because the last video that I made had a lot of people ruffled up. You feel me? And so if it don't apply to you, you ain't gotta take it personal. Alright? So for now on, nobody hitting me talking about, I don't do that, it ain't me, okay, that ain't you then. You ain't gotta worry about it. I ain't talking to you personally, I'm speaking in general. Alright? So let me get that out the way. In my opinion, charging for food should be a crime. And I'm gonna tell you why. Anything that's essential to this earth, anything that God made, we should not be paying for. Food is one of them. I don't know why it's people walking around here hungry and starving. That shit don't make no sense. To see somebody hungry with all the food we got on the earth, and then you got it to where the government is making it to where you can't trespass on certain properties. Therefore, you can't grow your own food because you gotta have a license or a permit to grow your own food. What kind of shit is that? Charging for food is one of the most evil things that they came up with, in my humble opinion. See, you can charge people for cars, you can charge people for clothes, designer brands, you can charge people for cell phones, you know, those kind of things that was more man-made. But the things that God made, in my humble opinion, we should not be paying for. We should not be paying for water. We should not be paying for food. We should not be paying for shelter, in my opinion. And man, I ride past a lot of homeless people all the time, and they always telling me how they hungry. Man, I'm hungry, man, can you help me out? Yeah, man, I'ma help you. Because I feel like, should nobody be out here starving? Should nobody be out here without, you know, having some kind of meal? Like they should have. I know they got food banks, but let's be real. Them food banks that be giving out food in most cities, the food be spoiled. It don't be no good. It be damaged. Let's keep it real. These food banks be giving out over, you know, past due bread and spoiled milk and bread that's rotten and all kind of shit. So, you know, I know they got food banks and things like that for people, you know, who in need and who probably, you know, need some assistance on getting a meal. But I feel like in general, we shouldn't be paying for food. It's too much food on this earth, in my humble opinion, for anybody to be starving. And that's why when I made that video some months ago talking about food stamps and how the government is cutting food stamps and how many people it's gonna affect, and the video went viral, I still stand on that shit right now to this day, because it's like, nobody should be paying for food. So why is you cutting food stamps? We shouldn't be paying taxes on food. That shit don't make no sense, especially if we know it comes from the earth. It grows the same time every year. You know, and it produces more and more depending on, you know, how many seeds you plant. So my thing is, when it comes to food, dog, like, it should be a crime to charge for food. It should be a crime. Somebody needs to be in jail for passing a law to charge for food, to charge for water. Because nobody should be hungry. There shouldn't be no such thing that kids ain't got no food in the refrigerator. There shouldn't be no such thing that single parents ain't got enough food to feed their kids. I don't give a fuck how fucked up the economy is. It should never come a time in life where people is starving and people ain't got no food, or people is being charged for food. Man, food prices is so high today. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Man, I was at cause I shop at Trader Joe's. So I shop at a lot of farmers markets, Trader Joe's, Sprouts, Whole Foods. I shop there, right? I shop at Safeway every now and then because I like to get fresh fruits and vegetables because I'm a vegetarian. So I went in, I think it was Sprouts a few weeks ago. I only got watermelon, I got papaya, I got pineapple, and I got a few pears and a couple bags of water. Do you know almost paid $100 for that shit? Almost paid $100. Food is, I'm talking about overpriced. It's so high, it's not even funny. And they'll give you the cheap shit, like the off-brand shit, the generic shit. They'll give you that stuff because they know it's poison. They know what it kills you. They know it's filled with chemicals. They know that shit is filled with toxins and chemicals and corn syrup and shit that kills you, shit that creates cancer. So they'll give you the generic shit or the stuff that's the off-brand. They'll give you that shit for cheap. But when it comes to the real food, like the real watermelons, the seeded watermelons, the papayas, the real shit, you gotta pay an arm and a leg for that shit. I think 2 pears cost like $1.50. When back in the day, pears used to cost like damn near 10 cents. And you get a bag of pears for like $2 back then, but now you only can get like 2 pears for $2, like damn near $1 a pear. You feel me? And what I'm saying is, these people is getting away with highway robbery by charging us for some shit that's free, that's essential to the earth, and that's a necessity. We need food. We don't need cars. So if you want to charge somebody for a car, go ahead. Now, for the people that work, they got to get back and forth to work and they got to travel and do what they got. Yeah, certain people may need cars for different things, but I'm talking about when it comes to survival. The things we need to survive is food, clothing, and shelter. Anything pretty much outside of that, we really don't need. Like, we don't need cell phones and things like that. Now we may need it in this economy. Now we may need it to a certain extent because it's a form of communication and things like that. So I understand that, and everybody got it to where a lot of people got to go to work on their phone. They got apps to where you got to do certain things to your bank account and your personal information, identity, and all that shit is on the phone. So I understand all that, right? But I'm talking about just the basic things we need to survive. Should never cost nothing. It should never cost nothing. We on the water planet. Why is we paying for water? And we on the water planet. 75% of the earth is full of water. You feel me? Why is we paying for water? And I just
Alright, y'all, check this out, right? Y'all know we on the Clip channel. So we pretty much talk about everything here, right? So I was just saving these clips and it was about average costs or average dollar amount you have to make to afford a 2-bedroom apartment. Another clip about you know, what age people.
Yahusha Shaolin, false angel deeds, erased like documents that did not sin. Speaking of that, yet immortal, but they choose the black body and spirit gone cause they erred because of the Mac. 10 ways to see that is might and never to rap. Life with the serpent, only temporal, heaven is back. Hold on, let me get a crack at reptile. Now that light, little, tables turn cause Mashiach snapped. On the journey to find Luke, the way was intact. Saw every plot, every way before an attack. Going through some things right now, as sharp as my hat. I'm a chosen one next to way before I knew that.
Are still staying with their parents. Another clip was about the average new car payment per month. And I was just saving these clips because I knew I wanted to do a video to just talk about the reality of this world, the reality of the economy, and then also be transparent with some of the ways that I navigated through life, be transparent about how long it even took me to get to the point where I'm at now. And I literally come, like I've had videos and I've told y'all stuff about my life and what I had going on. I think in that one video where I talked about like my start to YouTube and stuff like that, I had those videos where I was talking about making $11 an hour right at 2020, right before You Know What started. When You Know What started in 2020, about 6 months later, my part-time job at that time I was only working like 32 hours a week. They raised up the hourly pay to $15 an hour because they had to, because no one wanted to come back to work because of You Know What. So if You Know What didn't happen in 2020, a lot of people would have never made that type of money. I had just started YouTube, so I didn't see no money in the future. I was making $11 an hour, you know, on part-time check, 32 hours. So I was seeing like $580 every 2 weeks. I'm staying with my mom. Y'all know I'm 34 now. I was, what was that? I was 28, 29, no car, staying with my mom and my brother, making like 11 something an hour. Like I said, 5 something, 600 every 2 weeks on a good week. You know what I'm saying? Had just started YouTube. I'm just like anybody else. I'm still just like anybody else. But the point of making this video is that, y'all, it is actually crazy out here. And I keep myself rooted and grounded in this type of stuff because I was literally living that same life. I don't even know how I'm here right now. I don't even know how I'm right here. I know it's by the blessing of God, by the blessing of Christ. I know that's why I'm here. But I keep myself rooted in this because literally when I was 29 or 30, right? And still living with my mom and my brother in a house on the east side of Atlanta, right? And as we were getting ready to move out of that house, well, technically, we was kind of like forced to move out because an unpaid water bill mounted up so high. And I think it might have been from the people that lived there before us, and it was like a confusion on how it wasn't getting paid for like 2 to 3 years, right? They came and cut the water off. Bill was like $5,000 over a couple of years. I don't even know, honestly, some crazy shit that could have had a lawyer involved, but it was insane, right? Obviously, 5K shit wasn't getting paid at all. So the last 2 months of us living there was no water. No water. Had to go to the store. I'm 30 years old. Was I 30? I might even been 31. I don't know. Going to the store, buying jugs of water. You know what I'm saying? Jugs of water so you can flush the toilet. Bath. Having to go to my sister's house to shower when you ain't got to do all the crazy stuff with the jugs of water. You know, so just wild shit. Like, and that moment And I was making YouTube videos at that time. This was like more in the beginning. But that moment was like so real. It was just like, damn. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm right here filling up the back of the toilet to flush the toilet when I gotta use the bathroom. I'm like 30, 31 years old. I'm like, damn, this shit, life is very real. You know what I'm saying? Life is real right now. And that's why I say I keep myself rooted in these type of conversations and these type of times, because it's no different. It's no different. There's stuff going on. There's plenty different situations of people who have stuff going on. Rent, car notes, car payments, this stuff is real. My point is, I just wanted to lead with that so we can get into some of these clips. And yeah, check this out, y'all.
Afford to live. You're not lazy. Show this to your parents when they say they don't believe you that you can't afford to live. The National Low Income Housing Coalition just published their Out of Reach report that shows you exactly how much you would need to make to afford an average 2-bedroom rental. Not even talking about homes, not talking about buying homes, affording a 2-bedroom rental home, how much you would need to make per hour. In 0 states in the United States of America, can you afford a 2-bedroom rental home on $725? If we take Puerto Rico out of the equation, which is not a U.S. state, it is a territory, 0 states, can you afford a 2-bedroom rental home on $725, $825, $925, $1025? The minimum amount of money that you would need to make in the cheapest cost of living state in the United States of America is in West Virginia at $19.23 an hour. Meaning that you need to make damn near $20 an hour just to afford a 2-bedroom rental home. In 2026, California surpassed $50 an hour. $50 an hour. In 2025, none of the U.S. states did you need to earn $50 an hour on average to afford a 2-bedroom rental home. California surpassed that in 2026. This is real-time data as of 2026. How much you need to make in every single state in the United States in order to afford a modest 2-bedroom rental home. You need to make at least $20 an hour. So when you make $17 an hour, $16 an hour, $15 an hour, $10 an hour, that is not enough to afford a 2-bedroom rental home, according to this data. If you go to nlihc.org, I'll put the link in the comments.
Definitely right, because there's plenty of people. Now, I'm in Georgia. The minimum wage here, I think is still federally or state, whatever it is $7.25. That's what like Kroger used to pay people. They probably still pay people that. I have no idea how. I don't know. It says in Georgia, you need to average or make $29 an hour to basically comfortably afford rent. We're not talking about groceries, not talking about car insurance, not talking about car note, and not talking about miscellaneous type of things to just survive. Clothing on your back. New York, you need to make $48 an hour. California, you need to make $52 an hour. Texas, $29 an hour. Hell, even in damn Alaska, $30 an hour. Oregon, $33 an hour. Just to afford a 2-bedroom. What if you got multiple kids? You need a 3-bedroom. Even here in Georgia, if you go deeper into the city, you're paying, $3,000 for 700 square feet. Sometimes $650. You're paying, thousands of dollars for a tiny little space. Now, I stay north side of the city, and comparing where I live, I live in, my apartment is almost 1,200 square feet, and what I pay, I pay like $2,200. And life has completely changed for me from that story I was telling y'all in the beginning, obviously, but I pay $2,200. And we on the Clips channel, be a lot more transparent with y'all. I paid $2,200 and for 1,200 square feet. It's me in here by myself. Now toward the city, that 1,200 square feet in a nice apartment like what I live in now, it's like $4,000. So it's like, you know, you're paying 2 times more for the same size, or you're paying the exact same amount that you pay now for something that's damn near 2 times smaller. It's crazy. And I'm pretty sure here in Georgia, it's like that damn near everywhere else you go.
If you have a car that's paid off, I don't care what year it is, you will bless somebody. I don't care if your car is a borderline limit, if you gotta get work on it every now and then. You are blessed. This ain't time to play the comparison game, because these new car notes by the state is crazy. Just look at the numbers. I mean, like, there's somebody somewhere paying $700-800 a month for that car. Added on to these high gas prices, high food prices, high everything prices. If you got a good thing going with your car, if you and your car have a good standing relationship, and all you got to do is get your oil changed, you know, maybe a little alignment, you know, or whatever. You know, you may hear it cackling and cracking in the back, but it's making it. Be grateful for what you got. If you ain't got to get a new car, don't get a new car. If you ain't got to, hey man, look, this ain't no popularity contest. If you got a good thing going, I don't care if your car got 102,000 miles on it. If it's rolling, ain't giving you no problems. There's a lot of cars out there over 100,000 miles. Some 150. It ain't giving no issues. Don't feel bad. Don't feel bad. Keep rolling with it. Save that money.
For real.
Don't feel bad at all. I'm ashamed to say what my car note is, because I had an unfortunate situation happen to me last year. Just know that you're blessed.
Hey, for real, you're definitely blessed. I think he a comedian. I like his videos. He do a lot of stuff that's, you know, just real. And so we were just talking about the average dollar amount that you have to make to afford a apartment, 2-bedroom home, whatever. This is the average for basically car notes throughout the country. And the average is basically $700 something. $837 in Texas, $814 in Louisiana, $852 wherever that state is, somewhere Midwest, close to the West Coast, maybe Oklahoma or something. $798 in Georgia. It's insane how high stuff here is in Georgia. It's actually crazy. $740 in California. $850. Is that Alaska again? I don't watch it. So expensive out there. But it's crazy. It's crazy, y'all. I remember the first car I got. I'm an actual like car guy. I love cars. So the first BMW I got was paid. I paid $4,000 for it. That was when I first started making money off YouTube, and I was able to buy a car. I think I told y'all before, I got that car. Actually, when I was at the house, I was telling y'all that story where we had no water for 2 months. I got that car at that time. So, and I basically spent, I think I had like $7,000, and I spent $4,000 on that car, and it was paid off. I had 150,000 miles. It was like my first BMW. I love BMWs, and you know, I had to fix a lot of shit on it, but it was paid off. It ran good. I had the car all the way up until just a couple of months ago, and I sold it. But it's very true, man. It's like, if you have a car that's paid off and you're not one of them people that care about what you're driving in and stuff like that, I definitely wouldn't get a new car unless you can get a new car and get one of those crazy good deals and interest rates where you're paying only $400 a month, you know, something like that, $500 a month, considering that the average is over $700 now. Then you could go for it, because that's not terrible. Most of the time, if you got a car note that's $400 a month, your insurance probably won't be that much either, just depending on what kind of records you got. But for sure, a lot of people already know, like, if that car is paid off, man, or even if you could buy a car cash in this economy, you know, that's obviously the best way to go. I don't even know if I should say what I pay currently for my car note, but like I told y'all, I love cars, but I pay well over $1,000 a month for the car that I own. But it's my personal preference. Like I said, YouTube has brought me a long way in life, seeing and making money that I never thought I would be able to make. And like I said, I come from this right here. You know what I'm saying? I come from that. And even being where I'm at right now, I would have never imagined it. You know what I'm saying? I would have never imagined I'd even be able to afford this. And just know one thing, without YouTube, I don't have nothing. So that's why I have to work hard. I have to continue doing what I'm doing, because if the internet goes, my life goes with it. That's how real it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if the internet goes, my rent gone, car gone, everything gone. Credit cards, and there's people out here ain't even paying their credit cards no more. They said, forget it. As long as I can pay mortgage, rent, and so on, these folks ain't even paying the credit card. I get it. Because at the end of the day, it don't even matter. It was borrowed money anyway that you got to pay back. But it's so crazy out here. That's why I'm doing this video. It's just so crazy. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because, hey, look, man, it's crazy out here.
So they saying that this is how much it costs to live comfortably in each state. And they considering a 6-figure income now lower middle class. Who would have thought that we really would reach a time where somebody walked up to you and said they made 6 figures, you want to put your hand on their shoulder and say it's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right. You're gonna make it.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You're gonna overcome this.
Insane.
One day, just keep praying and believing and keep working hard. Who would have thought that, y'all? You mean to tell me to live comfortably? Let's just say, for an example, you got 2 married couples. The husband and the wife got to make $200,000. I mean, got to make $100,000 a piece. Household income of $200,000+ to live comfortably in the United States.
Very unrealistic.
I believe this. Look at the gas prices now. Just look at the freaking gas prices, man. Everybody out here ain't balling. Everybody out here ain't got it.
No.
I just spent almost $70 filling up my tank the other day.
Me too. I spent $75.
The average person can't afford to pay that type of gas to fill their tank up. People paying that for cars. That's taking everything everybody got. What you got left, you can't even fill your tank up all the way. You gotta go half. Something got to change, man. I don't know when it's gonna change. I don't know how it's gonna change. They say prayer changes things. So we believe that. So it's gonna be it's a whole. If people, we probably doing more prayer now, United States of America, than we ever have on the history of the face of the planet. People are praying now than we ever have in history. I know it. I know it.
But he is not lying. People praying to God more than they ever have. And it's crazy that it took everybody damn near being broke to start praying about your life. It's crazy. It takes stuff like this for you to put down alcohol. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, so the key is to move out the country. Mind you, the average American wage is like $40,000. I think it's a little bit higher than that now. Somebody said 80K to 100K. 80K to 100K is lower middle class. That's very true. Somebody said I went from 60K to 100K, and it feels pretty much the same. That's definitely true. That's definitely true. So where I stay, 213K is how much you need to comfortably live. Now, I don't know if they're saying this is household or if this is as a single person. More than likely as a single person, that's not the case, because I don't make 213K a year, but I'm getting close to, you know, like that in between 150 and 200K mark, and it's very comfortable. So I'm gonna assume that this is, you know, it has to be household. Obviously, a single person and you make over 200,000, you're living very comfortable unless you just blowing your money on some bullshit. But even still, with that, it's actually insane that you can do all of this work and, you know, feel like you blessed or something to make it to a point where you make 100K in a year. And it's just like, damn, that 100K is not the same of what it would have been 10 years ago, you know? And even this is all still new for me. Like the amount that I've been working in the last 2 years has allowed me to see the kind of money that I'm making now.